Did you know that there is a new hidden country in Hearts of Iron 4? As of last patch, Jan Mayen has become officially a country in Hearts of Iron 4. In today's video I'm gonna tell you everything that you need to know about it. First things first, how the hell do you play as Jan Mayen? It doesn't have a starting core. One thing you could do is type in the console command, add _core 914, which is the state ID of Jan Mayen's state, and then Jan. Then you can release yourself as Jan Mayen. Well, that's clearly cheating, so there might be another way. Maybe starting with all the Nordics released. Well, that doesn't work either. That brings in Greenland, but it doesn't bring us Jan Mayen. But there is an actual way with which you can play as Jan Mayen. You actually have to start the run as Poland. You have to assemble the Regency Council and fulfill the 5th of November Act. After that you need to wait for all the candidates to rotate and to get Anastasia Romanov. Now you need to get Wojtek. First as a field commander, and for that you need to prepare for the next war, do new military academy, standardization of equipment, army modernization, and also artillery modernization focus. After that you have to be at war with Italy and have divisions in one of these 3 states, or actually a division, doesn't matter. And lastly, the state of Hamedan needs to be controlled by a country which is at war with Italy and also an ally of Poland, or the Poland itself. So if you have a puppet it will not work unless you are in faction together. So I recommend you to just grab the state for yourself. And only when you do all this you get Wojtek never drops a crate. After this you have to fight Soviet Union and get control over Moscow, and you get the fate of Anastasia Romanov event. And then you have to go for someone else should bear the crown of Poland. And after all this, if you declare war on Norway, every time you grab control over the Jan Mayen state, they'll get a core on it. But as you can see, the moment you lose it, they lose a core and Norway gets its core back. It's a very funny way it works. However, if you want to release Jan Mayen, you have to actually own the state, because you can't really release countries out of just controlled states. Buttons here are also bugged because Norway technically has the state, but it really doesn't, you can't return it. So after you've done all that, if you scroll all the way down here, you'll find Jan Mayen. Once you release yourself as Jan Mayen, you'll get this event. King Wojtek brings Jan Mayen into his fold. Despite being overlooked by most of the world, King Wojtek, bearer of artillery and the throne, has seen the potential of this Arctic island. With the help of local and newcomer polar bears, Jan Mayen is being repopulated and transformed into a proper nation capable of taking on any challenge. Truly a sight not seen since Victorian times. Among its citizens, one polarizing figure stands out, one whose old name matters not, but shall henceforth be known as Grand Admiral Jan Mayen. What happens is, for some reason, we lose our own core, because the only way we can have this core is if Poland controls the state, if all those conditions are met. So yeah, we don't core our own state. But it does get 7,000 people, or well, 7,000 polar bears. Besides that, it also gets 25 additional building slots. Yeah, you instantly get 25 building slots. Kinda OP. Our leader is Grand Admiral Jan Mayen. 500 weekly manpower, 25% construction speed, 14% efficiency cap, 50% production efficiency growth, minus 50% lack of resource penalty, 15% resource speed, minus 50% justify war goal time, 30% evasion preparation speed, base fuel gain plus 100%, and chance to score critical hit plus 30%. Lots of buffs. Besides that, this country also starts with 4 resource slots, not 3 or 2. Technology sharing doesn't give it an extra resource slot, but extra resource slot does, and extra resource slot does as well, which means they can have 6 resource slots. They have no advisors besides fascist demagogue, communist revolutionary, and democratic reformer, who are honestly useless because other leaders are just generic. It doesn't have any chiefs, doesn't have any military high command, no theorists. It has industrial concerns like any generic country does. Another bad thing is that they can't even do the Nordic unity. And that's a bit sad, not gonna lie. Another funny thing is the flag, which never changes no matter which ideology you go for, as you can see. And yeah, democracies don't have elections here. Besides all the things that I mentioned, there's nothing too special about this country. All I'm gonna say is that I wish I had the stuff which Paradox dev team smoked while actually making this country. And yeah, remember guys, communist Germany, that's too much out history. It doesn't make any sense, but this makes all the sense in the world.